Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. Namo Dasa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhasa. So, last Monday we finished up to where? India. Okay. So today we are going to study about the another session. So before we go to there, one thing I have to remind you is that uh, now we are still in the paragraph number 1, right? Paragraph number 1 of the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali. Okay, please keep in mind that because in the Dhammasaṅgaṇī Pali, paragraph number 1, the Buddha, how to say, the Buddha listed the dhammas that ride together with the ride together when the past Mahakusala Jeta arise. Okay, 56 dhammas plus Yevabanaka dhamma. Now we are the Atasalini. Now we are studying Atasalini, the word by word. Among these, the 56 dhammas, or group by group. Now, last Monday we finished Indriya Rasi, right? Now we go to Megha Rasi, Meganga Rasi. Okay, Meganga Rasi, Indriya Rasi is here, Jivid Indriya finished. Meganga Rasi, as you see here, when the past Mahakusala Jeta arise, see, as in Meganga, so how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, five Megangas are there available, except 3 Viradi, Samavacha, Samagamanda, Samajiva. Because they occasionally arise, okay, sometimes arise. So it will be these 3 will be included under the Yevabanaka Dhamma. So the remaining 5, Samadhi, not new to you. It's a kind of, it's a wisdom, the name of a wisdom. So you can understand as a Bia in the wisdom. Panya. Sama Sangaba is a Vitaka. Sama Vayama, Viriya. And also Sama Sati is a Sati. Sama Samadhi is a Jedasika Gata. Okay. So that's why we don't need to go very much in detail. We don't need to go in detail, right? So in the Atasalini, yeah, there is Atasalini.
Page 163.
Yeah. 163 they have. Can you see that? Yeah. As to Samadhi Magangati Isu. Okay. Samadhi Magangati Isu. Yeah. As to the next 5 terms, right views, okay, convey the meaning of vision, right intention, with the Dhammasaṅgaṇī, that of amended application, right endeavor, that of support, and also Sati, mindfulness, right mindfulness, that of a present or being at hand, right concentration, that of absence of distraction. So here also giving as regards what definition, which seems rightly, okay. So we have to put the word rightly. By which beings see objects rightly. So through which, by which, or via which, we see things rightly, or as they really are, not as they appear to be. That is samadhi. So also that which plans rightly, Dhammasaṅgaṇī. Okay, Dhammasaṅgaṇī. We make a plan, mental plan also. Dhammasaṅgaṇī, Samadhina Saṅgaṇī. Okay, Samavayama. So these are not uh, not new to you. So you can understand. So we will go to Balarasi. Okay. Thank Balarasi. Here on the page number 164, right? As to the seventh strength, Bala. So before we go there, Mega also very important for us. Mega is Eightfold Noble Path. So people, we mostly incline the mind toward the meditation practice. Okay, meditation practice and Eightfold Noble Path are inseparable. That's the sure. But the so at the same time, because we place so much emphasis on the vipassana meditation or liberation from the round of suffering as a goal, so sometimes we fail to apply this Eightfold Noble Path into our life, daily life, our way of living. We can put it into practice. We can put the Eightfold Noble Path into practice. That will be very great. If you are running a business, you can apply Eightfold Noble Path into your business. Okay, in your social life or in your relationship, uh, it is also applicable. So, so also if you are trying to manage your emotion or stress, or while you are dealing with your stress also, in the case of stress management or emotion management or time management, whatever, so it is applicable. So in my understanding, it is more applicable. So sometimes when I have to give a Dhamma talk or admonishment to the newly married couple, so I try to explain then the application of a Eightfold Noble Path into the married life. Okay, if we apply how to apply samadhi in their married life, in their relationship, Sama Sankappa, Sama Vaja, Sama Kamanda, Sama Jiva, and so on. So that is applicable. So it's found. It is also very interesting. We can simply say that the secular Eightfold Noble Path, right? Secular Eightfold Noble Path. We apply this Eightfold Noble Path into the people's secular life. So because it has been failed uh, to explain how the way to apply this Eightfold Noble Path in our life, daily life or secular life. Maybe people lost contact with the Buddha's teaching. So sometimes people may think, oh, it's not applicable in our secular life. It is only for the subramandane, uh, transcendental life. So people may have such a misunderstanding. So it is right that the Buddha aimed at uh, the Buddha aimed at in teaching Eightfold Noble Path for the attainment of a nirvana. This is ultimate goal. Ultimate goal. But is it still applicable? Found to be applicable in our daily life or secular life as well. So in this way also we can promote, we can show the people how it useful the Buddha's teachings, and also so how it can lead them to the well-being and happiness in their life. Okay, so that's so if you have to admonish some try to apply, try to understand this Eightfold Noble Path uh, as much as you can, and also find a way to apply this in the secular life, and also trying to share your view with the people, so that way is what uh, is a way of propagation of the Buddha's teaching. So Buddha teaching itself is very great, but we have to make it more applicable in the 21st century, or maybe whatever century coming. So if we can nowadays with the advancement of science, technology, Westerners they are very much interested in the Buddha's teaching, because they found that the teaching of the Buddha is uh, in line with their findings. Okay, so sometimes the Buddha teaching is found to be more advanced than their finding. Nowadays they use it Buddha teaching in their life, as well as maybe they may not mention that it is a Buddha teaching, but they make use of it as long as it is beneficial for the people, for the world. This is great. The Buddha also didn't mention, okay, name it doesn't matter, just practice, okay, just practice, applying the teaching in life that will lead them to the happiness and prosperous. So that's why, that why also, let me take, morning didn't take enough water. So that's the point I like to encourage you to find it, the application of the uh, Eightfold Path into the secular life. So in our university, IDBMU also that when the students are writing about the Eightfold Path or whatever, they mostly focus only on the attainment of nirvana. Okay, that is too much. That has been too much. Okay, so so I encourage the students how to find the way, academic way, uh, which is more applicable to the secular life. Maybe something like Eightfold Path and what I want to say married life, suppose. Eightfold Path and business, something like that. If we study like this, then we will be more, our knowledge will be broadened and widened, and also how to be more applicable. That the Buddha teaching will be more appreciated. So, because in the for the attainment of a nirvana, for the liberation from the round of suffering, there's a very few people they desire for the such a attainment of a nirvana, right? That's the truth. So another one, let's go to the Bala Rasi, Bala group. Bala means strength. Okay, here also explained as a strength, the energy. So, so they are, our mind become more energetic when we take such a vitamins, supplement. Okay, uh, vitamin A or C, B or C, or and so on. So Saddha Bala here, Saddha Bala, Viriya Bala, Sati Bala, Samadhi Bala, Banya Bala, these five, okay, has been already described. Okay, strength, the Bala should be understood in the sense of not shaking. If you are strong enough, if you are full of energy, you cannot be shaking, right? You cannot be shaking. So in the Radhana Sutta, okay. Nowadays, many people recite the Radhana Sutta. Do you recite Radhana Sutta in your chanting, evening service or morning service? Radhana Sutta is a very useful parida for the protection from the disasters, right? Disasters, famine, or maybe many guys, 3 guys of disasters. The Buddha preached in the Vesali. That Sutta talk what? About what? About the Radhana Sutta talk, not about the others, but about the, how do you say, Satya, truthfulness and Metta, loving kindness. Okay? So, truthfulness and loving kindness are there, we found in brief in this Radhana Sutta. So, truthfulness is about the Buddha, about the Dhamma, about the Sangha, right? So, the Buddha first explained that some of the truthfulness regarding the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, and then at the at the end of every verse, every protective verse, idami sangiratana, idami bodhiratana, manida, edena sajena subati hotu, right? May, because of by the power of this truthfulness, truthful utterance, may all of beings be happy, okay, be happy, and so on. That is metta, loving kindness. So satya and metta, truthfulness and loving kindness are there, the essence of that sutta. So in case of uttering the truthfulness regarding the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha, we can find many virtues, many points. So one thing I now what I remember is Yatinda kilo patawai sito siya Jatobi wade akambito. Okay, asambakambito. So unshakable by the 4 winds coming from the 4 directions. Okay, so Baju, not the ordinary Sangha, they have an unshakable faith. Okay, very strong faith. Straight faith is established, has been established like a pole. Okay, like a post. Uh, deep, dark, and then deeply under the striking on the earth, unshakable. Even though four kinds of wind, or winds from the 4 directions are coming, either it may be strong or weak, it doesn't matter, unshakable. So also, what? The Sangha, the virtue, the noble disciple of the Buddha, his faith is firmly established in the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha. So that is the truth. So once they become a Sotapanna, their faith is unshakable. Cannot be, no one can destroy such a kind of faith. So that is also true. Here also the point I like to tell you is a bala means strong enough, like a post or pole. That is firmly erected and then deeply dug on the earth, on the ground, and then unshakable by the winds from the 4 directions. So also we have to have a strong faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. Our faith has to be strong enough, and also viriya effort. So if we have a strong faith, what happens? That can withstand. That can withstand what have over what? Withstand the unbelief, the words of the unbelievers. Okay, the words of those who don't believe in the Scripture gem. Okay, the action of those who don't believe in it. Sometimes there are many teachings and classes that are talking about the promotion of their religion, or maybe sometimes they criticize about the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha. So that such a discourse will not shake, will not be able to shake your faith. So that is so asadiya, asadiye. He what the Buddha Athasalini said, asadiye nagambadi. Okay, because of unbelief, it will not shake. So that is the strength of the faith. So also another viriya, it does not shake because of idleness. Okay, idleness. So laziness. So naturally we are found to be very lazy ourselves as a Buddhojana. If we don't train our mind, our habit, we found to be lazy. So that laziness can be driven out, okay, by the strength of the energy, by the strength of the viriya. So it does not shake because of the obliviousness. This is a mindfulness. Okay, what is that? Sati is a mota sajja, for forgetfulness. We can simply say mota sajja nagambati. Here they say obliviousness. Obliviousness, maybe we can simply find that forgetfulness. Okay, forgetfulness is the source of every bad things, every unfortunate things. That's why we should not be forgetful, and then we have to strengthen our mindfulness. If we found our mindfulness is weak, then we have to strengthen. We have to make effort to strengthen. Only then we can drive the forgetfulness out of our mind. So another thing is what? Banya. Samadhi bala, the strength of a concentration. Okay, the strength of a concentration is what? So it's what it can do. It can drive away what? Distraction. Okay, we have many distraction nowadays. We want to use a Facebook, uh, or Twitter, or maybe many other things. Nowadays, many people believe the TikTok also. TikTok also they play. It is a kind of uh, uh, advancement of the information technology. That's very good if we are clever enough to use it. Otherwise, you will be taken away by this. You will be under the influence of this electronic devices and so on. So the whole day you will be distracted by you with the use of what internet or mobile or whatever. So nowadays we have many more distraction. So why we are why we are novice our our teacher is very strict because he want to keep his novices away from the distraction. That's why what he do. He don't allow to have any radio. Now when we are young, we have much less to have a cassette or video or TV. Even the radio we don't have in the monastery. The our teacher don't allow to have a fantasy radio, even radio. And also we don't have a newspaper also. We are out of the newspaper also. We should not read newspaper or magazine or journal or whatever. Uh, So what we have to focus only on the Buddha's teaching. So the way he do to keep his disciples away from the distraction. So we have a much more time to pay attention to the Buddha study or the Buddha teaching. So I don't know whether it is 100% right or not, but so if we want to focus on the one thing, we have to leave aside other things. We have to leave other things aside. Only then we can how to say, we can make a more progress, more success. Okay, because our mind cannot. If we have a two objects in our mind, okay, or if we are doing two things at the same time, we cannot make both of them good. Uh, okay, we cannot make both of them to keep the qualities or standard. That's why if we have a concentration of the mind, our concentration is strong enough, then we can keep ourselves away from the distractions. And then another thing, Panya Bala, okay? Panya, wisdom is energy, is the strength of understanding, the strength of wisdom that can drive away the ignorance, okay? Ignorance. So, in another teachings, ignorance is said to be bliss. How do you think? Ignorance is a bliss. Some people they say that. Actually, ignorance. Sometimes we better don't know. Okay, there are things that better not to know. So in that case, maybe referring to that things, the people they said ignorance is a bliss. But in case of a truth, ignorance is a very bitter. Ignorance is miserable. Okay, ignorance lead us to the round of suffering. So that's why, in case of in such of the finding the truthfulness, truth or reality, ignorance is miserable. So we have to drive away with the power of the uh, panya wisdom. Okay, these five things we have already know, maybe not the new to you, but just to remind or refresh your own knowledge and also try to find more things to apply. Then the last two, that is ahirika, what the hiri balan and ottappa balan. Okay, this is called, how to say, said to be loka bala, a guardian of the world. Okay, so in the case of the when it uh, talk about the loka bala, guardian of the world, it will be explained again. But here, as a as a strength or power or energy, the Buddha also wrote, the Buddha listed these two into this strength group or energy group. Okay, here. The first five strength has been described as regard their characteristic, okay, characteristic function, manifestation, and so on, already mentioned. But regarding the what? Regarding Ahirika, Hiri, and Ottappa, okay, moral shame and moral dread. Here, how to say? In the last pair, conscientiousness. Okay, conscientiousness is that which abominate or shrinks from kaya airige nakambati hiribalam. Okay, airige nakambati hiribalam. Nakambati anudabe nakambati odababalam. Or here. It does not shake because of carelessness or the blame. Uh, it does not shake you because of shamelessness That is the strength of a conscientiousness. Conscientiousness. Hiri. So hiri is opposite to the ahirika. Okay, shamelessness. And also odaba. Odaba is a what? Odaba. It does not shake because of the carelessness of the blame. This is the strength of the fear of a blame. Odaba is interpreted as a fear of a blame. So sometimes people they are not afraid of the blame. They don't care uh, any blame, any criticism. So that is anodaba. But here, in the case of the Makusala Cheta, Hiri arise. Okay, Odaba arise together with the Makusala Cheta. So Hiri and Odabas are very powerful, very how to say, it keep them our human society civilized, more civilized. Okay, without Hiri or Daba, people will not be will not be differentiated with from the animal. Okay, in the English word animal, animal is included human being also. Okay, human being are also included under the animal. Okay, we have an animal instance to secure our domain and so on. We have many animal instances are there. So that's why so human beings are also how to say included under the list of the category of animal. So, but the to differentiate from the other types of the animal, we human beings have a hiri in odaba, should have a hiri in odaba. Otherwise, we will behave, uh, we will bear the same behavior as other animal, other types of the animal. So that's why it makes us more civilized, okay, more civilized and more intelligence, okay, with the help of the hiri or dava. So lokabala dhamma. And also, so when I read about the sila samadhi panya, sila, what is the badadhana of the sila? The proximate cause of the morality. Proximate cause of the morality is hiri in odapa. Okay, so when the Buddha talk about the what is the name of the sutta in the Majjhima Nikaya? Uh, when the Buddha talk about the samana dhamma or samana karana dhamma, the dhamma that makes real or true samana or true brahmana, okay. So then the Buddha, in that discourse, the Buddha trying to make a list on the gradual development of the path, okay, gradual development of the path. But we can simply say that the Sila Samadhi Panya, but there in that Sutta, the Buddha provided different way of a gradual development in our samana life. So if you proclaim yourself as a samana, so you have to check whether you are in line with this samana dhamma or not. So in that teaching, what is the I forgot the name of the discourse, but the content I remember. So there, when the Buddha talk about the Sutta, the Buddha encouraged his disciples to establish, to have a hiri in odapa as a base for the uh, morality. Okay, but as the base for the establishment of the morality. Without hiri or daba, there when we cannot expect to have to fulfill morality, right? Uh, we will not keep any precepts. Okay, we will not keep any monastic code of conduct. Okay, we are not, or we are not, how to say, obey, will not be obedient or disciplined. Without Hiri Oddabba, it will be very difficult. So that's why the Hiri Oddabba are said to be what? The proximate cause of the morality, Sila. So in the following paragraphs, so here one, one, two, three in the three ways. Here you can see. In the following detailed discourse will be shown their mutual difference. What are the, how they are difference between heating, the difference between heating or Dhamma. So regarding their origin, Samudhana, okay, in terms of their origin, it will be explained here, and also Adhipati, how they are influenced, okay, how they are influential things. So because of their influential things are different, that's why also Hiri and Oddabba are there. And also they are also different in terms of characteristics. Okay, Hiri is a, how to say, Hiri characteristic is a laji. Okay, laji means a feeling. How to say, shameful, not a normal shame. Last night I tried to read about the shame and the psychology. So this is very, it found to be interesting. Shame is mostly, or previously, shame is regarded as a negative emotion. Okay, okay, negative emotion. Shame is a very destructive, and shame does not make our life a progress, and so on. So previously, scholarly article they trying to point out that, but later on, it is found there is also the search for the how to say productive or positive side of the what shame. Okay, so that means that the moral shame. Therefore, the when we interpret the word hiri or dava, they don't just use only shame or dread, but that rather they use a moral shame and moral dread. Okay, so it's ethical. Okay, regarding the ethic, regarding the how to say productive or constructive emotion. So this is found to be interesting. The when if you have a time, you try to read some other book. I don't. I will share what the cover or the. I don't get. I know. I will share the cover of a book. Where is it? Where is it?
Sorry, Sarah.
What?
Here in the in the Bali, they say ayam upayapata vasena atavanana hodi. So upayapata is refers to what? The both meaning. What means the both meanings?
Where?
Here, the English translation they translate such is the explanation of meaning by way of both terms.
Ubayabada was in.
So
Ubayabada means hiri or daba.
only these two.
Yeah, only these two.
Oh, I
Because
see.
previously, among the seven pala, the first five already explained, right? The past five already has been explained in the uh, previous Indriya or something like that. That's why here only the two remaining word. Okay. Hiri bala, odaba bala. Okay. That is ubayabada. Okay.
Okay, I thought it's anodaba and odaba ahiriga hirivana like this.
Yeah. So more where is it? I found an interesting book. Wait, not there. Wait a moment. I will find it out. The interesting book. Monday. The book named what? Here, not this. Download. Where I download? Oh, okay, I got it. May you share? Huh? Go away. So here, the book, I found that. This is what? The value of a shame. So if you have, maybe you may be, I just get it, I just read the introduction because it does not give a, it's not available online. So the value of a shame, exploring ahead the resource in the cultural context. Okay, so this this book maybe looks very interesting book about the shame. Okay, so regarding the point, where are we? Uh, Atasalini, I go back to Atasalini where uh, Atasalini is there. Then, here. Atasalini, I will make it bigger. Okay, can you see? Atasalini, Ubeyabada is right. Is about the hidden odaba. Okay, consciousness. So here they talk about the commentator gave an explanation, the difference between hidden odaba in terms of the samodhana, in terms of adhipati, in terms of the characteristics. Okay, so three heading. So Madhika, develop content, you can see. As a develop contents, we have to remember. So, but the English translation maybe is not understandable. In the developed contents, the shame was stated to be the way it intended. Adasalini, the translation should be that. So, in order to make a differentiation between mutual difference or whatever, between hidden whatever, as the origin and the influence, adhipati, and also by means of the characteristics, they will be explained. Okay, keeping that kind of content. Okay, so with this content in mind, the Atasalini were explained. That meaning. Okay, number one is samodhana. Okay, origin. Number two is what? adhipati. Okay, adhipati here in English translated as influence. They are influence. And also lakanena, laja bhaya lakanena. Laja is a laji, is a feeling shameful. So, and also bhaya means being frightening. So, laji is the characteristic of hiri, and then bhaya is the characteristic of uddhava. Okay, with this in mind, with this content in mind, commentator trying to explain. So the following is about the samudhana. Okay, ajada. Ajada samudhana, hiri nama, bheda samudhana, uddhava nama. Okay, like this they explain. Here is the what? Consciousness has a subjective origin. Okay, so ajada, they explain that. Internet origin also you can simply say subjective origin. The fear of subjective means what? Personal, right? Pugula. So, but here better internet origin. Fear of a blame has an external origin, external cause. Okay, that the Pali word is Ajada Samudhana, Hiri, Bahida Samudhana, Uddhava. Okay, and then regarding the Adhipati, it is say Atta Adhipati, Hiri Nama, Loga Adhipati, Uddhava Nama. Yeah, they say what? Consciousness is influenced by the self, Atta, not the soul, no? No, but Atta here means one's own. So here Atta means one's own, oneself. Consciousness is influenced by oneself. So dominated by oneself. So pay more attention to his own, to one's own. And also fear or the blame is influenced by the world, loga adhipati. Okay, around you or other the whole world and so. This is regarding the adhipati. Okay, and also lajja sabhava santi nature of what? Shame. And also uddhava has a nature of dreadfulness. And also lakkhana is what? The sabbadesawa lakkhana hirinama. What is that? Consciousness has a characteristic of a respectful obedience. Okay? Obedience. So sabbadesawa. So like something like a sawachasada. Okay? Easy to receptive and ready to receive, ready to accept an admonishment. This is lakkhana. Another is uddhava, fear of the blame, that of viewing a fault with timidity and fear. What is that? Vaja viruga vaya dasavi lakhanam. Okay. Vaja viruga vaya dasavi lakhanam. So with this paragraph, we can understand that. So the content is four. Number one is samudhana. Number two is adhipati. Number three is lajjabaya. Number four is lakhana. Okay. With this four table of content, they are explaining. Commentator are going to explain. Okay. So then after that, detailed explanation is given, followed by the detailed explanation. And then there, Tata Ajada Samudhana Hiri Chetuhi Garani Samudhavedi. Okay. Or then, other do conscientiousness uh, with its subjective origin arises from the four causes. How do they become a subjective? Okay, we have to see. So consideration of a birth, okay, jadi. Consideration of the birth, the consideration of the age, vaya, Jadi Vaya, concentration of heroism, Surabhawa, Surabhawa, very brave deed. Okay, braveness, brave. And also concentration of the white experience, Bahusaja. Okay, so we have to consider our birth, our lineage. That is birth, jadi. So we belong to high class, low class, and so on, middle class, or maybe whatever class. Under reflection on our uh, class, our birth. So we were refrain from doing wrong things, bad things, kaya dojita, vajito sarita, mano dojita. We were refrain from doing such a unwholesome bodily, physical, verbal, and mental conduct. So that is one thing. Another thing is out of the age, out of respect to our own age. Okay, our own age. So I mean, this may be forgivable for the young adult people, but as a senior citizen, we should not do like this. Okay, as a senior one, as a senior student, I should not do like this, something like that. Out of your out of respect to your own age, or you refrain from the doing wrong things. That is hiri. Okay, hiri also possible out of respect, possible to arise out of respect for your own age, to your own age, and also out of a sura bhava, heroism, bravery. So you may think that bad things are easy to do, right? Good things are difficult to do. Uh, those who are weak, those who are weak in mind, those who are maybe not brave enough, they try to do something, how to say, easy things, that is evil things. Okay, easy to do. So out of respect to your own bravery, then you refrain from the doing evil things. That's a hiri. Hiri arises in this way. Also, out of consideration about your bahusaja, okay, you have learned a lot. Okay, I have studied Abhidhamma or Sutta or Vinaya or many other things. So such a knowledgeable person, I'm such an intelligent person, knowledgeable person, or person of experience. I should not do such a bad things. So there, the source. This is the source from which what hiri arise. Okay, from the source of the birth, jati, from the source of the age, vaya, from the source of a sura bhava, heroism, from the source of a bhavusaja, that is a wide experience. So hiri arises in this manner. So, so that is the way how how hiri arises from the source of what? From the source. There are four sources: jadi, vaya, sura, bhava, and bhavusaja. Okay. So in this way, and so if you consider these things, they are hiri is found to be on the say orientation of the hiri is a self-orientation. One's own is oriented, it directed to ourselves. Okay, pay more attention to ourselves, not to others. So if you translate the hiri as a lachi, shameful, shame is what is that? Shame is not in the ordinary sense. Shame is not paying attention to yourself. Uh, the main focal point is not you, but you are afraid of the many fingers. Okay, four finding fingers. Many people they say you do like this, you do like that. They trying to point out index finger, right? So many people around you they point to you. with this finger. You are afraid of that finger. That's a what? How to go? Ordinary hiri. Commonly we understand that is we feel shameful. Okay. But here in this Abhidhamma is a little bit different. Hiri is a direction of a hiri, or the source of a hiri is one's own. Or to rise a hiri, we have to okay, not outside. Okay, that is a hiri, and then odabba. Maheda samodhana odabbanama. Maheda samodhana odabbanama. So odabba is a what? Odabba. If you do in either at how here, how has the fear or the blame in all external origin? Okay, Maheda samodhana. If you do it even at, you will get the blame among the four assemblies, okay, from the four audience, four assemblies. Maybe four assembly is a what? Bhikkhu, Bhikkhuni, Upasaka, Upasika, also four assembly, right? So our environment, even in the mind, so people around us will criticize, will complain, or will blame. Okay, so we are afraid of that kind of a blame. Okay, so that is what that in this way, out of respect, okay, out of fear to the blame, then we as Odabba arises. So that's why uh, Odabba is said to have what the source of external, okay, external source or external origin. So it is the commentator quoted this word from the Buddha teaching. The wise will blame you as the citizen shuns all impurity. The good shun you. How Bhikkhu will you do that which is wrong? Okay. So with this word, Agarahi Sandi Danwenyu Asujay Nagari Goyata. Okay. Wajido Sila one day Katam Bhikkhu Karisasi. So it will be blamed by the virtuous man like a impure person, impurity, who is not pure, has been blamed by the citizens, okay, civilized citizens. So if you live as a monk or as a nun, how can you make an evil thing? So, so that is, it means that you are out of respect, okay, to the other people around you. Okay, that's why that's why it is said to be said that Hiri has a external source, external origin. So Odabba has an external source or external origin. Hiri has an internal source and internal origin. So that is the in terms of samodhana, they are different. Okay. So in terms of adhipati, so in the here, how is the conscientiousness influenced by the self? Adadipati. Okay. Uh, Hiri is said to be adadipati, dominant, subdominant, sub-influence. And also another, the Odabba is external influence, the word influenced by the world. Okay. If you are influenced by yourself, then you are consider, okay, you are consider what? Idekajo Kulabodo Adana Dipade Zitakan Gadawa Marisasa, something like that here. Uh, take a certain some of the noble family who may set the chief influence, sub-influences, so refrain from the evil. So he became a chief, okay? Uh, it is not fit that such a man as I, who left the world through the faith, endowed with the world experience, believing the ascetic life, should do evil. Okay, so So it is influenced by his own Adadivadiya. That's why he refrained from the doing evil things. So when I'm thinking about this reading, I remember the words of the Mango Sayadaw, the first Dividekadra Sayadaw. So one day, novices are playing or maybe going out of the city, going from the going out of the monastery in there. They go around in the city. Sometimes they smoke or sometimes they play. And so as a child, then the lay people approached to the Sayadaw and they said, report that the novices and young men says are not good, or they behave like this or like that. Then Then Sayadaw said, okay, if they become, if they are in your age, okay, if they are in our age, they will not, they will no longer behave like this, okay, because they found themselves that they are chief and also they are senior citizens. They are getting growing older. So when they are growing older, they will not do that such a mistake like this now. So in this way, Sayadaw uh, explain the people, and then the people come to understand. This is because of the age. Sometimes because of the when we are young, we may not pay much attention to our status or to our position or to our age. But when we are getting older, we pay attention. Oh, I have to pay attention. So such a burden, maybe the burden of at this age, it's not proper for us to do. So in this way, the adhipati is, how to say, directed only on his or herself. Okay. In that case, the hiri, out of hiri arise, and then out of hiri, we will refrain from that doing wrong things, evil things. So Odaba is a logadipati, yeah. Logadipati, okay. Odaba, where consciousness now here. How is the fear of blame influenced by the war? Logadipati, yeah. Okay. So here also you can understand. Logadipati, so here what is it? So if you are there, then someday you may live alone in a very secluded place. You are alone, no one is around you. Then if you don't pay attention to the war, then you may do something wrong. So because you know that no one knows you, no one knows, no one is there around you. And but those who pay respect or pay attention to the world, they think, okay, even though there is no human being around us, but there are many monks and Brahmins, they have a supernormal power, okay, they have a Deva Jaku, clairvoyance, and also they also know others' mind. They are able to read the other's mind. So such a noble person, such a higher persons are there. They can see me doing bad things, doing wrong things. So out of respect from the whole world, they refrain from the doing bad things. That is uh, what Ottaba. Okay, Ottaba. In this way, Ottaba is Logadipadiya. Okay, so the following pages, paragraphs are talking about this. Uh, Now we have finished two things. One is Samodhana. Okay, regarding the source, they are different. Regarding the adipati, also they are different. So regarding the laji and baya, they are also different. Okay, uh, and also and in that the case of a laji and baya, commentator commentator gave an example of the iron ball. Okay, there is an iron stick. One iron stick is cool, but it is smeared by the excrement. Okay, smeared with the excrement. In that case, even though it is a cool, some person they may take it. They want to hold it to make use of it. But they found that, oh, there is a very bad smell, and also it is smeared with the what excrement. So out of what? Out of disgusting. Okay, they were not. He or she may not take hold of it, may not hold, and also may not use it. So that is like a hiri. Odaba is a what? Odaba is a like there is an iron stick, iron ball. It is just burned, very red. It's a bunny, very hot. So if you take hold of it, and also if you make use of it, you will be banned. Okay, out of the afraid, out of fear from being banned. So you refrain from taking. So similarly, Odaba is like a hot iron ball. Okay, Odaba nature, you can understand that uh, uh, like with the simile of the what hot iron ball. Hiri nature, you can understand with the simile of the what uh, iron ball, which is smeared with the excrements. Okay. So the last one is the Sabade Sawa Lakana Hiri. So the last one, yeah. Conscientiousness is rooted in the intrinsic nature of a shame, fear of a blame in that of a dread. Fear and shame means a manner of a being ashamed. That is simile. Okay, that is simile. Now, another page. So I was trying to finish this one. Okay, consciousness has the characteristic of a respectful obedience. Okay, conscientiousness. He has a sabati sawa lakana. So very obedience, ready to accept. Okay, ready to receive as admonishment. Then Odaba is a word. Waja biruga beya dasa di lakanam. Okay, fear of a blame, that of a it has a characteristic of a viewing with the timidity, the fearful aspect of a wrongdoing. So that is also different. If you have a hiri, you are obedient. Okay, to listen to the admonishment of the your seniors or your masters, your friends. So in the case of a Vinaya, you can say you are ready to do Bhavarana. Okay, at the end of the race retreat, we have to participate in the Bhavarana ceremony, right? In the Bhavarana ceremony, people, our senior or junior man, they criticize or complain. They point out our mistakes and wrongdoings. So you are ready to accept, and also you are ready to how to say, ready to correct yourself. That is a hiri nature is obvious. Odaba is uh, you are afraid of the doing even the small minor mistakes. Okay. Anuma desu wajesu bayadasawi, something like that. Anuma, even in a very tiny mistake, you look at you look it you look such a mistake as a very serious, very dangerous. Okay, so that is Ottava nature. So both of them are obvious in the refraining from the wrongdoing, evildoing. Okay. Uh, so also the following is giving uh, for 4 reasons to increase or to develop or to strengthen our hiri. Okay. Here, teacher for the greatness of his inheritance and for the honor. Okay. Asade may indeed from the 4 causes of consideration for his high birth, jati, the dignity of his teacher. Okay, so sometimes if you are in the condition to do something wrong, you have to remember your teacher also, and then reflect on the dignity of your teacher. Then that will make you refrain from the doing wrong things. And for the greatness of his inheritance, okay, you are as a Buddhist masters, uh, we are we are how to say the Adhyada, Dhammadhyada or the Buddha. Okay, uh, we are receiver of the Dhamma inheritance from the Buddha. So we have to understand that. And also for the honor of his fellow brethren, okay, we have to, out of respect and out of honor to our friends, Dhamma brothers and sisters. So we have to refrain from the wrongdoing. And also, out of these four things, uh, reflecting on these four things and sources, we have to develop our sense of hiri, moral shame, and sense of moral dread. So, and that is hiri. Another thing, the following is for the Odaba, a sudden mean from the four causes of self-accusation. So, Adanuwada, Baya. Okay. Uh, if you Odaba is centered on the Baya, okay, danger. You see the danger, that's why you are refraining from the doing wrong thing. So danger are four kinds here. Self-accusation, danger of a self-accusation, Adanuwada. You criticize, even though other people don't know you are wrong things, and they don't criticize, but you criticize yourself after doing something wrong. Oh, what a bad person what bad person I am. I do like this, something like that. You accuse yourself. Atanuvada baya. And also, if other people know about you, then they will also criticize the accusation where they will make. And also, uh, of accusation, vada baya. Law, you will be punished. Okay, maybe legal punishment or from the criminal as a criminal, or you will be punished and so on. That's also not good. Danda Baya. And then Dogadi Baya. After death, they will be reborn as a wrongdoer, evil doer will be reborn in the where? In the evil destiny. So Dogadi Baya. So out of considering these four things, four Baya, whatever arise. Okay? Sense of a moral sense of a dread arise. So these are, in this way, we can understand, okay? For the hiri, there are four reasons to rise. So also for the odaba, there are four reasons, okay? So in this manner, commentator explain about hiri odaba. So with this, I wish you to have a hiri odaba to family to be how to say powerful with the hiri or the more sense of shame and dread. Okay, thank you so much. That's all for today.
Thank you, Sayadaw.
Okay, by reciting Namo Buddha Sasana Jiran Data 3 times. Buddha Sasana Jiran Data 2, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data 2, Buddha Sasana Jiran Data 2. Sadhu.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you so much, Sayadaw.